Hello, I'm the Who Guy and welcome back to another review video where we are going to be looking at the first Doctor Tardis, black and white limited edition Master Replica Tardis. If you haven't watched the previous Master Replica review of the 15th Doctor Tardis, click up there now. Basically, it goes through all of the mess and hassle I went through ordering that online. This one, of course, I got in B&M for £20, so it was £10 cheaper than online, which is really frustrating because Master Replicas made it out as if these TARDIS were going to be exclusive to them, and then they decide to release them in the retail, which is a bit frustrating. However, happy that the price is a bit lower in the shop, so that is pretty cool, and you can kind of see what you're getting in the box. I think that's a big improvement to buy these in a shop, that you can actually see which one you're going to get, because a lot of these have wonky decals on them, like the windows, and just paint apps in general have been a problem with these TARDISes. But today we're going to take a look at this and compare it to that 15th Doctor TARDIS. And if you're not already, make sure to give this video a like, as well as subscribe down below. And there's even a competition that you guys can enter, which is up there when I hit 600 subscribers. So get up clicking up there and you can enter that one. Let's get into the review.
Better hurry up.
Yes!
And here is the first Doctor TARDIS in its box, and it's this lovely packaging that we've seen with character options and other Doctor Who media. And as you can see, with the stunning artwork of the white and the blue vortex with the brand new Doctor Who logo and the Jodie Whittaker TARDIS, as well as the title of the set, which is the first Doctor TARDIS. Of course, this one being a limited edition set, on the back it says that it is one of those, and that is a black and white variant. A little bio all about the TARDIS, a picture of the TARDIS, which definitely is going to be better than yours inside, and just the legal stuff of Master Replicas, and the big window in the front showing off, so you can clearly see if there are any marks. But you might want to just take a look in B&M just a little bit closer and make sure your TARDIS doesn't have many defects. And on the top of the box you got the Doctor Who logo, and on the bottom some barcodes. Let's take a closer look at this model.
You can get excited now.
Oh, here's the TARDIS, the first Doctor TARDIS. And I've got to say, once again, Master Replicas have done a really good job with the actual paint applications of this TARDIS. I think it looks really good. I think it definitely has a nice texture to it. Of course, this is the black and white variant, so the blue one is going to differ. And we'll start with the lamp, which I think is one of the worst things about these Master Replica TARDISes, is that the lamps are just painted really sloppy and you just get loads of paint bleed, and you can see their moulding lines just all over the place on the lamp. The roof, though, pretty well painted. You get this kind of wood grain effect all throughout the TARDIS, and you get the signage, which again has been put on a bit lazily on some areas, but better on others. And it is the luck of the draw with these TARDISes. Unfortunately, as you can see here, there's a massive ding on the top of my TARDIS. This was the best one I could find in B&M. Of course, it is nice being able to physically see them. However, this one, as you can see, was the best I could find. And as you can see, it's got a really big dent in it. And the same with the window, it has this air bubble. I could probably get that out. But once again, it is just a shame that just little things like this for £20 on such a small model isn't 100%. And some of the windows are put on straight and some of them aren't, and it's just complete luck of the draw. You might get a perfect one. To be honest though, you can't really tell whether they're wonky or you got the damage at the top there when it's on the shelf, because it's quite a small model in itself. Good. And the signage, again, not wonky on mine, but there were a few that were really off center, so again, luck of the draw with that. You got the keyhole painted pretty nicely as well, and just the panels been painted kind of with this dirty wash that brings out a bit of dirt and grime on this TARDIS. And coming down to the base, again, it is on the chunky side. Just like that 15th Doctor one, it kind of is curvy around the points there. Isn't fantastic. Much better, I must say, than that 15th Doctor model with the base. On the bottom, you get the felt pads to make it not move, which is a nice inclusion. Stand up and not slip on your shelf. So overall, for detail-wise, I think the sculpt is fantastic, and I think some paint apps are good on this model. However, again, just lacking that attention to detail when it comes to putting on these little decals or transfers, whatever they are. Some of them aren't straight, and the lamp just has been lazy painted there. And this is what the two TARDISes look like together. Of course, you can get a fourth Doctor TARDIS as well, and a first Doctor TARDIS not in this black and white colour. That is completely limited edition to this set. And I gotta say, both stacked up together, it's about right in scale because the Jodie Whittaker box is much bigger than this first Doctor box, so it kind of does match, this one being the bigger model. If I had to pick which one's my favourite, I'm still giving it to the Jodie one. I just think it pops, obviously, not being black and white on your shelf, and the Jodie Whittaker box is my favourite. However, I think the base is, like, look how chunky that base is. Like, it's just overly chunky in my opinion, and just so curved around the edges, where this one I think definitely has an improved base over the other. Tell me guys in the comments down below which is your favourite, but overall I would give it to that 15th Doctor Tardis. But then again, I did spend £30 on this one when this one was only 20, but that is because I bought it online when they said it was going to be an online exclusive, and then they started turning up in B&M. You can find this one now in B&M for the same price. But overall, I'm very happy to have this in my collection. And I gotta say, on the shelf, it does look really cool, and it's a nice addition to the collection. But overall, I think this TARDIS, again, just like the other one, is good in places and is bad in others. And I think for the price you're gonna pay for it, I still don't think it's worth it for 20. Just honestly, I think 15, 10 really priced. It's still lightweight, it's not a heavy model, but I still do like it. I think it looks awesome on the shelf. I think it really does add to the collection. It's just such a shame that little minor details such as moulding lines and just things not put on correctly does make these a bit iffy if you were to buy them online. So I would recommend going in store, making sure you sift through them all and find out which one looks the best. And of course this one is the rarer one out of the 3 that are going to be released in B&M. And if you guys have enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe and like the video, and make sure to comment down below which TARDIS you prefer, the 15th Doctor one or the first Doctor one. I've been the Who Guy, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!
The original, we might say,